Have you ever walked into a class where the energy just felt electric, like everyone in the room was connected?
Absolutely. And then there are other classes where something just feels off. Same kind of workout, but completely different experience.
Today we're talking about the invisible force that makes or breaks a class, the energy exchange.
Welcome to Group X Appeal. I am Kimberly Spreen Glick here with
Terry Shorter.
We are so glad that you are here today because today we are talking about group fitness, group exercise as the experience that we know it has the potential for being.
Absolutely.
Group exercise, it's unique. It's unique because it's not just a workout. It is actually a shared experience. Energy moves between the instructor, the participants, the music, the moment.
Yes, and when the energy is right, something truly magical happens. People, they push harder, they smile more, and they literally leave feeling way better than when they arrived. And just understanding how to cultivate that kind of energy can literally transform a class from good to unforgettable.
Definitely. And we all want to both teach and experience unforgettable classes. So we're going to share 5 ways to elevate the energy in a group exercise class.
Yeah.
So the first one
Bring
is...
it!
Speaking of bringing it, for the first tip, it's really to think about bringing your energy before the music starts. Yeah. Honestly, the energy you come into the room with as an instructor, it matters. Your energy begins before the first beat ever drops.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when you first come into the room and you start engaging with other humans, by all means, smile, make eye contact, say hello, ask people how they're doing, welcome them to the experience, and set the tone before class ever begins. But honestly, even before that, to be able to go into the class in a positive mindset, with a positive mindset and in a state of appreciation.
Yeah.
That's why before every class I teach, I always encourage instructors and coaches alike to have some kind of presence practice. I know we've talked about this before, but before I go in to teach, I say to myself, like, I don't have to do this. I get to do this. Yeah. I say that 3 times, sometimes in my car, sometimes in my head while I'm walking into the club, but I always say it because it does 2 things. 1, brings me into the present moment, but 2, it brings me into the moment in a state of appreciation because I I remind myself I get to do this. When you walk into the room with an I get to do this energy, it sets you up in a very different way. Yeah. And the energy is lifted to a good place from the start. And participants will often mirror the instructor's energy. So you want to walk in with good energy before you start giving the first cue for the workout.
Absolutely. And one of the things I know Kimberly does as well, she's got the t-shirt on. She's giving people hugs before class.
I'm a hug dealer. I am.
Yeah, if you're not watching this on YouTube, she's wearing her hug dealer t-shirt.
I just grabbed mine.
Yes, you sure did.
I do that, but
I saw that. So, yes. She does that too. That definitely changes the energy in the room right there.
Well, let's just say if you ever see one on the street and you need a hug, I'm your girl.
Boom.
Come on up.
That'll definitely improve the energy for sure. So tip number 2 is to read the room. Read the room. So every class, different classes have different vibes, right?
That's true.
Your cycle class is going to be a lot different than the vibe in your yoga class, right? Your yoga class is going to be a lot different than your fit class. Your fit class is going to have a different vibe than your fighting class, your your kickboxing classes. So, some days people need motivation. You'll be able to sense that if you're really taking the temperature of the room. Some days they are going to need encouragement. You can also feel that energy in the room. And then there's other days where people just simply need grace.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I have those days.
Right? I have a lot of those days as well, probably more than others. And great instructors are able to adapt to the room. And so, it has to do not just with feeling, it's also asking the question, hey, how are you doing today? What's happening? What's new? What's the best thing that you've experienced so far today? What are you excited about most today? I always will kick off, today happens to be National Peanut Butter Jelly Day.
Today is?
Today is that day. Also, coupled with National Burrito Day. So
stop it.
Guess what I'm having today?
Are you having a peanut butter and jelly burrito?
That sounds good, doesn't it?
It actually does sound good.
So just by sharing that, sharing little tidbits of information like that can, change the energy in the room as well. Keeping it fun, keeping it light, keeping it interesting. Again, for me, every day is a celebration. It really is. Like Kimberly said, it really is a get to, and you can, by bringing that kind of attitude and that kind of energy to the room, it makes you a lot more receptive, to be able to gauge what's happening in the room as well. So
yeah, definitely. Another tip we have for you is to really make use of your music. You use your music as an energy driver, because music, it's not just your cues and the experience you have planned, but music itself shapes the emotional journey of the class. We always talk about yoga as this perfect example, because you start with this kind of creating sacred space and it's really quiet, and then with the classes we teach anyway, the flow classes, we kind of ramp things up, and next thing you know, it's kind of, you feel like you're at a nightclub, and then it kind of comes back down, and a lot of classes mirror that kind of feel. Yeah. And the right song at the right moment can really elevate not just the experience, but people's effort. Yeah. When they're kind of in it, and then either the right beat kicks in, the right emotional feeling, or the right words. If you're using lyrics in the music that you bring to the table, it can elevate people's effort and help them connect more to the experience right away, instantly.
Yeah. Absolutely. And nowadays it's a lot easier to curate your music playlist, because the lyrics are more readily available than ever before. Yeah. To make it easier for your theming, if you're theming your classes. So absolutely, taking music really does, or implementing the right songs can really elevate the, like she said, not just the experience, but the effort as well.
So take your time with that. Yeah. Don't just play a random list when you don't know what's coming.
Right. Absolutely. And then tip number 4 would be celebrate effort, not perfection. We've said this before, right? It's a huge one. The energy grows when people feel safe to try something new, to maybe step outside their comfort zone, to find their edge, right? And so by kind of creating that place where you can celebrate their effort and not looking for the perfect Instagram pose or right, or the perfect Instagram exercise, recognize their effort, their courage, their willingness to take it up a notch, right? Or do something they've never tried before, and any improvement that they've made along the way.
That's huge.
Right, in our last episode, Kimberly just mentioned how she had a member who was typically in the back of the room. She found them in the front of the room, and she acknowledged that person. And by doing that, I'm sure the energy from that person kind of stepped up a few notches just because you noticed.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it matters. The way we're hardwired for connection, there's so much we can bring to the table to make the experience more powerful. Yeah. So last tip we have for you is to create shared moments. Now this can be within the experience, like group challenges where we maybe team up and have a little fun with a little healthy competition, a little competitive fun. Maybe doing countdowns, or kind of maybe it's a collective push. A lot of times when I'm teaching, I will remind them, we are doing this here together because we are stronger together. Right. And something, kind of happens in the room the moment they hear the word stronger together. It's like we're all in it, but we're in it and connected, and that creates like a sense of unity. Yeah. And when you create moments like that, shared moments where everyone feels like, okay, we're all in this together, those are the moments I think that people remember.
Absolutely. Friendly little competitions are fun to do as well. Right side of the room, left side of the room. At the end of, let's say, fight conditioning, it's kind of funny. We will take them through 9 rounds of work, and I'm thinking as an instructor, oh yeah, these rounds will be really solid. They'll remember this combination. It's always the end, the friendly team competitions, the part that they love the most. And I'm like, this isn't even fight related, but okay. Yeah. because it's a shared moment where they all get to, be involved. They all feel like you're saying, they feel interconnected. They feel like they're a part of something that's a lot more, a lot more important than just themselves. So
it's huge.
Kind of cool to see. Mm-hmm. So, the magic of group exercise is not just about the workout, as I'm sure you've gathered, you've probably experienced. It's really just about the energy that we can create together.
Yep. And when instructors and participants bring their best energy into the room, something really powerful happens.
Yeah. So we would love to know. Please tell us the most electric class you've ever experienced.
Most electric ever?
Right. What class was that? There has to be at least one. And if there were more, please share those as well. We love to know, what kind of class it was, what modality it was, even the instructor, where the class was.
Yeah, give the instructor a shout out.
Yeah, for sure. Perhaps we can go check out that class too.
That'd be cool.
Because we love being students as well. So, and then also we really appreciate you in advance for sharing this episode, and that way we just kind of continue keeping the energy flowing.
Speaking of energy,
yeah,
I'm going to keep the Group X Appeal energy flowing.
That's right.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in. Like and follow and share and rate and send us your messages, comment. We just love to hear from you, love to stay connected, but appreciate your support for sure.
Yes, you're the ones who have helped us come this far, sharing our passion, sharing our love for this thing called group exercise, Group X, and being the 85th episode. What? Closing out on triple digits pretty soon. Again, we couldn't do it without you, and we appreciate you. We're so grateful. And until we meet again, I'm Terry Shorter.
I'm Kimberly Spreen Glick.
And as always, we encourage you to make it a fantastic day today. And why?
Because it is a fantastic day to have.
Yes, it is. Thank you.